or specialized investment funds. This is something which has recently been approved by SEBI. It's something which is coming in between mutual funds and PMS and AIF. They were an early mover into the space. SBI is a great brand, and therefore these two gave it a start.
Time to decode some money for you. That's our primary motive, and these excellent independent financial advisors come to us day after day on Money on Duty with me, Hrishi K. Pleased to welcome our IFA for the week, Amitabh Verma. He has almost 3 decades of experience in the financial services sector. He's currently co-founder and director at Fission Wealth Private Limited, an AMFI-registered mutual fund distribution entity which has assets under management of over 600 crore rupees. He's been active on media outreach, and some of the interactions and publications that he's been attached to are fabulous. Notable interactions include CNBC TV 18 Online, regular publications on money control, as well as interaction on value research in recent times. He was executive director and head of DBS Bank for a few years, and during that phase he set up and headed the small and medium business for DBS India from inception and built the Pan-India franchise. Great to see you, Amitabh. How are you?
Hi, great to see you as well. I'm fine.
Amitabh, my theme for today is emergence of SIFs. And there's so much growing buzz around SIF as an investment approach. Can you break it down for our listeners in very, very simple terms, please?
SIF, or specialized investment funds. This is something which has recently been approved by SEBI and is growing. As you rightly said, there's a buzz about it. Why is it getting a buzz? Because it's something which is coming in between mutual funds and PMS and AIF. It's a product which has the simplicity of mutual fund or the platform of mutual fund, but it has got some nuances, something which is extra, which helps it make it far more important or relevant for customers. It does give regular income. It does have safety features which are built in. So this is something which I think a lot of people would use over time. It's a new product, so it's still finding its way.
Nice. Amitabh, who should consider SIFs?
There are many people who should consider SIFs. Today, if you look at it, SEBI has created 7 categories. Most of the funds which have been launched are in the hybrid long-short category. That's a category which is useful to somebody who's looking at regular income, some amount of capital appreciation. So it's a category which is arbitrage plus, has lower volatility, but slightly higher returns. People who have the sophistication to understand this product because it has a little bit of derivatives. So when I look at it, people who have an appetite as minimum investment is 10 lakhs or higher, people who understand a bit of risk, and somebody who's looking at drawing regular income will find it very, very useful.
Money on Duty with me, Hrishi K, is powered by SBI Mutual Fund, a partner for life. And a little more about Amitabh if you've just tuned in. We gave you details on all the excellent media houses that he's gotten coverage at and he regularly interacts with. Suffices to say that that's not the only thing. In the earlier part of his stint at DBS Bank, even before he was an independent financial advisor, he was heading and scaled up the payments and cash management business for the bank. Then he moved to HSBC, where he spent about a good 9 years. And his last designation was Senior Vice President, where he headed the payments and cash management business for South India. And then stints in HSBC Chennai and HSBC Kolkata as well. An MBA from IIM Lucknow and an engineer from IIT Kharagpur, which has the longest railway platform still in the country, I believe, if not the world.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. For those of you who just want to get hooked on to what we're talking about, this is the emergence of the SIF. So why are SIFs referred to as Mutual Funds Pro Max? It's a very grand term. Explain that.
Right, it's a grand term, but it's really about what it is doing. Mutual fund, because it is built on the platform of mutual funds. The biggest advantage of mutual fund is the regulatory oversight, as well as the simplicity and efficient taxation. But then you use 2 more terms, and I'll try and break them up as pro and max. What does it mean by pro? It just adds a bit of sophistication, such as derivatives, long and short. These are usually not available in the mutual fund arena. So that makes it pro, that makes it far more sophisticated. And max. Why max? Because it is something which is pushing mutual fund to the limits where it is closer to a PMS or an AIF. A minimum investment size is smaller than a PMS or AIF, but you get a feel of that. You get some of the benefits of that, and therefore it's something which is in between mutual funds and PMS and AIF, and therefore it is aptly said SIF as a mutual fund pro max.
Amitabh, I'm going to end with SBI Mutual Fund because they are powering this particular program. There are long-time collaborators. SBI Mutual Fund today holds around 2,700 crores assets under management out of a 7,500 crore SIF market. Those are staggering numbers. What is driving this dominance in your books? What are they doing right?
A lot of things. The first and most important is that they were an early mover into the space. SBI is a great brand, and therefore these two gave it a start. If I go back to my marketing days, there were 4 Ps. So if I look at and try and say from that perspective, the product is good, which they have designed. Gaurav Mehta, who's the fund manager, understands this piece very well. Then you have price, where it gives tax efficiency as well as expense ratios are low. And when you compare it with comparable products in the AIF, it's significantly lower. You look at the third P, which is the distribution network. You call it as place in P, but the distribution network of SBI is unparalleled in terms of the reach. And I'll add a few other P's, which is people, process. They've got all of them right in order to build this up. So SBI, because of the brand, the presence, what they're doing right is helping them scale up.
Excellent. Please do over this next fortnight tune in every 8:30, every single weekday, Monday to Friday, from 8:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. to listen to these excellent independent financial advisors. And of course, if your medium of choice is video, then it goes up on the Radio 1 International YouTube channel. Money on Duty with Hrishi K is what you need to look for. These are minds who need to be celebrated, who work behind your money. And who you just heard was Amitabh Verma. Please go follow him on LinkedIn. Find him, Amitabh Verma from Fission Wealth Private Limited, an AMFI registered mutual fund distribution company. I'm, of course, at HRISHIKY everywhere, X, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Threads. Please do connect and comment. Amitabh, I thank you for your time.
Thank you.
And see you soon. Cheers.
Cheers.
One world, your station.